Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to part 7 of my DVD collection. Now, before I'm going to start showing you these movies one by one, I'd like to make a small correction regarding Here Comes Mr. Jordan, which is a DVD that I showed in part 5 of this series. I said that this was a remake of a Spencer Tracy movie called A Guy Named Joe. And that's not true. I actually made a mistake with that one. I was confused with something else. This is actually based on a play which is called Heaven Can Wait, and they made 2 other film versions after this with the same name, Heaven Can Wait. One stars Don Amici and the other one stars Warren Beatty. So this has nothing to do with the Spencer Tracy movie, even though it does have similar subject, the boat about a man who goes to heaven, but that's where the comparison ends, really. But yeah. Anyway, let's start with part 7 of my DVD collection, and the first one is Lord of War. I think it's an excellent film with Nicolas Cage. Lost in Translation, which is a film I absolutely love. This is The Lost World. Arthur Conan Doyle, book is the basis for this film. A classic silent film from 1925 with great stop-motion effects by Willis O'Brien, who also, a couple of years later worked on the original King Kong. Lucky Number 11. M, a fantastic film by Fritz Lang. MASH, Mask, or M-A-S-K. This is a animation series from the 1980s that I grew up on, and still great. And this is volume 2 of Mask. Got the complete series here. Machine Gun Kelly with Charles Bronson, pretty good film. The Machinist, with a terrific performance by Christian Bale. He was just crazy how much weight he lost for this role. Madigan, pretty good film as well. The Magnificent Ambersons, which is a wonderful film. I recently saw it again at the end of December somewhere, and still a wonderful film, but it could have been so much better if Orson Welles had his way. I mean, what the studio has done is RKO Studios, they cut out about 50 minutes of footage and they destroyed it, which is such a huge shame. However, the rumor has it that a rough cut, including those 50 minutes, were sent to Orson Welles while he was in Brazil making another film. But where that rough cut is, and if it even exists, nobody knows. But I really hope that during my lifetime, that rough cut or another complete version of this film will be found. Because I would love to see the entire version that Welles had in mind, and this is still a great film, but it's with the missing footage. I think this could be a masterpiece, definitely. The Magnificent Seven. This is the Ultimate Edition. Magnolia, which is a great film by Paul Thomas Anderson. Major Dundee. The extended version. I also have this on Blu-ray. Italian Western, The Man from Nowhere, with Giuliano. I cannot pronounce his name. Giuliano Gemma. I believe he passed away a few years ago, but he worked on a couple of spaghetti westerns. Man on Fire with Denzel Washington. The Man with the Golden Arm, great performance by Frank Sinatra. And this is another great performance by Sinatra, The Manchurian Candidate. Fantastic film. much better than this remake, to be honest. Even though it's not really that bad, I thought Meryl Streep was excellent in this version. Manga Emotions, which includes the story of Ricky, aka Ricky O, which is just an insane horror kung fu movie. I believe this is getting a Blu-ray release. City Hunter with Jackie Chan and the Dragon from Russia, which is based on the Crying Freeman manga. But yeah, very nice set. This is Manaja, A Man Called Blade, one of the last spaghetti westerns ever made. More Adentro, aka The Sea Inside. You're not gonna believe it, but I still have not seen this movie. I have this for the longest of time, and I still need to see the movie. I really have to do that someday. March or Die. This is a beautiful Korean film, Il Mare. It's such a beautiful film, and also a beautiful release. Let me show you what it looks like. If I can open this. There we go. There's actually a little magnet inside which keep these things together. And you can see the disc. It's a nice digi pack. But this is they remade this film as The Lake House with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, but I prefer this one. This is, you know, a lot better, and it also has a better ending, in my opinion. Excuse me. This is the Marilyn Monroe Diamond Collection box sets, which my lamp just fell down almost. It includes Bus Stop, Niagara, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Some Like It Hot, River of No Return, Don't Bother to Knock, and The Final Days, which is, you know, about the final days of Marilyn Monroe. And this is volume 2, and this one contains How to Marry a Millionaire, There's No Business Like Show Business, The 7-Year Itch, The Misfits, which is Monroe's final film, and also Clark Cable's final films, by the way. Monkey Business and Let's Make Love. The Mark of Zorro with Tyrone Power. This is Marooned, decent science fiction movie. Also stars Gene Hackman and Gregory Peck. Great actors in this. Marty. This is a lovely film with Ernest Borgnine. Definitely his finest hour. The Marx Brothers. Big fan of the Marx Brothers. This one contains... oh, here it is. The Coconuts, Animal Crackers, Monkey Business, which is not the same movie as the Marilyn Monroe one, if I'm correct. No, I don't believe it is. It's a different movie, but with the same name. Horse Feathers and Duck Soup, which is the best movie of this entire set. And that almost fell down there. And there's another Marx Brothers box set. This is from Warner Brothers. And this one contains A Night at the Opera, A Day at the Races, A Night in Casablanca, Room Service, At the Circus, Go West, and The Big Store. I absolutely love the Marx Brothers. Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World. Great film. This is a very nice digipack edition, and a great film. Next one is Match Point by Woody Allen. Fantastic film. The ending is just incredible. And speaking of incredible endings, this is another good one. Matchstick Men by Ridley Scott. The Matrix Collector's Edition. I also have the snapper case release of The Matrix, but my nephew still has that one. He has that for the longest time, by the way. This is the Matrix box sets with there's 2 sequels and also the Animatrix, which I prefer over the 2 sequels, to be honest. Maverick, Max Havelaar, which is a pretty good Dutch film, also with Rutger Hauer. You can see him there in his younger years. Maximum Overdrive. I think this is underrated. I really enjoyed it. It is known as a failure. Even Stephen King, who directed this film, really hated it, but I enjoyed it. McCabe and Mrs. Miller, a Robert Altman film, great film. This has a lenticular cover, you can see. Me, Myself, and Irene. Meet the Feebles by Peter Jackson. This is kind of like it's kind of like the Muppets, only different. This is a Dutch film. It's called The Girl with the Red Hair. It's based on a true story about this woman who joins the Dutch resistance during Nazi-occupied Holland, during the Second World War, of course. La Maglia Giovantu, or The Best of Youth, which is a Italian miniserie. Memento. This is the kind of like a file, as you can see. Limited edition set. Very nice set. Memoirs of an Invisible Man, directed by John Carpenter. Very entertaining. This is one of the best anime I've ever seen, Memories. This is actually an anthology. 3 different short films, but they're all fantastic. All fantastic. It's definitely, go check this out if you love anime. This is a box set from Korea of a Korean film, Memories of Murder, which is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic film and a very, very nice set. Men in Black, Men in Black 2, Mercenario, or The Mercenary, spaghetti western by Sergio Corbucci with Frank Nero and Tony Musante. Great film, this one. Also with Jack Palance, as you can see there. Metallica, S&M, big Metallica fan. And this is the documentary about Metallica, Some Kind of Monster, which is great. Metropolis, the Fritz Lang classic, and this is another version of Metropolis. And this is the fantastic anime version of Metropolis. I love this film, absolutely love this film. This is Miami Vice, the unrated director's edition. I like it. It's many people does not like it. I mean, it's often considered a failure, but I like it. Okay, next are a few Michael Jackson DVDs. This is Video Greatest Hits History. And here we have Video or History on Film Volume 2, as it says here. And this is Moonwalker. Basically it's a feature-length music video, but I enjoy it. The remake of Mighty Joe Young, I have the original version as well, which is part of my King Kong collection. This is the Mighty Peking Man, also some sort of a King Kong rip-off. This is from the Rolling Thunder Pictures label by Quentin Tarantino, which does not exist anymore. Milius, fantastic documentary about John Milius. $1 Million Baby, this is the 3-disc deluxe edition, also including the CD soundtrack. One of my favorite Christmas movies, Miracle on 34th Street. The original version. Do not bother to watch the remake. I didn't like the remake very much. I thought it was over sentimental. Even though I like Richard Attenborough as Kris Kringle, you know, Santa Claus. But this is so much better. The Miracle Worker. The Missing, which in my opinion is Ron Howard's best film. I mean, Ron Howard's made many very good films, but this, I really like this film. This is a very, very good film. I think it's his best film. The Mission, a beautiful film. I don't know if this has gotten a Blu-ray release. I think it has, but I would love to get this on Blu-ray. It looks, visually it looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Starring Robert De Niro and Jeremy Irons, and it was written by Robert Bolt, if I'm correct. Yeah, there he is, Robert Bolt, who was also the screenwriter of Lawrence of Arabia and A Bridge on the River Kwai, and music by Ennio Morricone, as you can see there. This is the Australian DVD of Mission Impossible 3. The reason I got this is because it has an extra third disc with bonus features that does not include in other DVD releases. Mission to Mars, Mississippi Burning, excellent film. Moby Dick, The Money Pit, Monster, 3-disc limited edition, also includes the 2 documentaries about Eileen Wuornos, the life and death of a serial killer and selling of a serial killer. To be really honest, I thought Charleys Terran was overrated. I mean, she was overdoing it, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, I want to say, does she really deserve that Oscar? Maybe she did, but I really thought that she was overacting a little bit. Anyway, Monster Squad, which is a childhood favorite of mine. Absolutely love this film. Monsters Inc. Moontide with Ida Lupino and Jean Clabon, famous French actor. Moratory with Marlon Brando and Yul Brynner. Pretty good film, this one. This is the Mr. Bean collection. Absolutely love Mr. Bean. Don't really like the movies though. Mr. Majestic with Charles Bronson. Mrs. Miniver. This is the deluxe edition box set of The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. No, I do not have Tomb of the Mummy, or what was it called? The Mummy, Tomb of a Dragon Emperor, or something like that. I thought that movie was just shit. Munich, underrated film by Steven Spielberg. This is the collector's edition, kind of like a digipack. Very nice set. This is this is coming out on Blu-ray very soon. Murdered by Dead, which is a fun film. Great cast. You have Peter Sellers there, Peter Falk, David Niven, Maggie Smith. It also stars Alec Guinness. He did this movie a year before he did Star Wars. Great fun movie. And that woman over there, sitting over there, I think that is Elsa. What's her name? Elsa Lanchester, better known as the Bride of Frankenstein. Next one is Mutiny on the Bounty. This is the version from the 1930s with Charles Lawton and Clark Gable. My Fair Lady, lovely film. My Little Eye, which is pretty good. This is from the same director as no, not the same director. The screenwriter who did this film directed James Watkins. That's him. He's the director of Eden Lake and The Woman in Black. This is the German set of My Name is Nobody and Nobody is Still My Name, or Nobody is the Greatest. Not really sure what the official English title is, but this is a wonderful release. Spaghetti Western comedies with Terence Hill, and also with Henry Fonda. And this is the UK version of that, of the first movie anyway. My science project, I've seen this film many times back in the day when I was growing up. Really like it. It has a crazy role with Dennis Hopper. You can see him there. I like this. My Voice to Italy, a documentary by Martin Scorsese, where he discusses Italian films that he grew up on, that made huge impact on his life. I would love to see him doing a follow-up to this, where he kind of talks about Italian westerns and Italian horror films, because I know that he's a big fan of those films as well. Mario Bava films, Leone's films. I would love to see him doing that someday. Hopefully someday. Mystic River 3-disc deluxe edition also includes the CD soundtrack. De Nacht van de Wansmaak, or The Night of the Bad Taste. This is actually, they did this in some movie theaters in Holland and also in Belgium. They had this. They organized the Night of the Bad Taste, and they show these trailers and clips of really bad movies and horror movies and science fiction movies, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed these kind of stuff. And this is volume 2. You can see some of the trailers that had Deadly Weapons, Double Agent 73, Blood Feast, 2000 Maniacs, Intensive Care, The Mighty Peking Man, which I showed you earlier. I mean, this is fun. I really enjoy this. This is a Dutch movie which is called Nachtrit. I believe it's either Night Ride or Night Drive. It's about the taxi war in Amsterdam. That was, I believe, a decade ago or so. The Naked Gun trilogy. The Naked Island, which is kind of like a silent film, but I thought it was an extraordinary film. I really loved it. Beautiful visuals. It is in black and white, but still it looks absolutely beautiful. But The Naked Jungle with Charlton Heston and Eleanor Parker. Basically, this is about Heston versus Red Ants. Really enjoyed this one. The Name of the Rose. The remake of The Narrow Margin with Gene Hackman. This is the German Steelbook or Metal Pack of National Born Killers. National Lampoon's Animal House with John Belushi. An excellent Italian Western, Navajo Joe with Burt Reynolds. One of my favorite vampire movies, Near Dark. I wanted to get this on Blu-ray, but the Twilight-esque front cover really puts me off. And the last one of this video is Necronomicon. This is a French digipack. Excellent horror anthology. Different episodes based on stories by Lovecraft, as you can see there. It's a shame that this has burned in French subtitles, but still is a very nice release. Anyway, that is it for part 7 of my DVD collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with part 8. So stay tuned for that. Bye for now.